When you pay for a window seat and the person next to you starts looking too. Bro paid extra for the window seat, not for a two-player experience. The side-eye says it all, you didn't pay for this view, Karen. Man's guarding that window, like it's Netflix password sharing. The evolution of the trash icon. 1995, 1998, 2000, 2001, 2006, 2015, 2025. Covering up the camera could damage your laptop. The FBI think they slick. I used to hide Candace in your CD album, cause nobody plays your music. No, we can't release the season all at once, because we want people to keep talking about our show for a longer time. Here's a whole season, bro. You can do whatever the duck you want with it. When you stop masturbating and have sex for the first time, look ma, no hands. Be nice to smokers, their problem doesn't affect you. 1. Ignore smokers. 2. Smokers are the scram of the earth, and deserve to be treated like shit. 3. When I see a baby whose ears are pierced, with the might of will, the spirit of Muhammad Ali, play this card when someone should not be saying something they are saying, a tweet, a text or status. Virtually slap them with power will, when he slapped Chris at the 2022 Oscars. Hopefully it'll knock some sense into them. The AI we got, the AI I was hoping for, since I was a kid. Games journalists, reports GTA 6 will cost $100, Nintendo. When I'm on my way to the office thinking I'm getting picked up, but I see my friend group. Me sacrificing my career for 8 extra minutes of sleep. There is freedom of speech, but I cannot guarantee freedom after speech. Can you imagine how heat I'd be if I ate right and took care of my body? I'm not gonna do it, but can you imagine me trying to remember the new password I just changed 5 seconds ago? I just made a startling realization that this single image is now more recognizable than this. Last time my dad played with me, I was still in his balls. I learned that the Animal Planet reality series River Monsters ended because star Jeremy Wade was able to catch essentially every exceptionally large freshwater fish species on Earth, leaving no remaining content for the show. The untold truth of River Monsters. Mr. Shapiro, you have milk in your refrigerator, but I see no cows in your field. You are hiding Abigail Shapiro under the floorboards, are you not? My evil clone, pointing to me. Shoot him, he's the clone. Friend, aims at the clone. The real addicts would never pass up an opportunity to die. If you are ever feeling down, just remember that neither of Doofenshmirt's parents showed up for his birth. Yep, they looking for you outside, I bet a kid. Surgeons operating with a mask on for 20 hours. Karen's shopping with a mask on for 20 minutes. Kay Adams with her first grade class, 2002. Now have first graders or seniors, 2013. A year should have 13 months. What, if we had 13 months instead of 12? Every month would be exactly 28 days. The first would always be a Monday, and the 28th would always be a Sunday. Every month would have exactly 4 weeks instead of 4.257, and we would properly align ourselves with the cycle of the moon. I'd like to speak to the manager. How can I help you? Someone stole my purse and my $3,000. Who carries around $3,000 in their purse? After 14 years, Bethesda Game Studios finally releases a game that doesn't look like it's 2 generations behind. They don't even know the difference between a remake and remaster. This was at my door. I'm dead. Dear neighbors, I hope this note finds you well. I feel like it is my duty to inform you that because our son, Chris, successfully accomplished his grade goals for the semester, that he is getting the drum set that we promised him. With that said, he will be practicing daily between the hours 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., which sounds like a very long time, but he is very passionate. Trust us that we are going to be just as annoyed as you. Truthfully, we did not expect him to pull off the 3.7 GPA or higher goal, but the ducker pulled it off lol. Anyway, please reach out to us. If the noise ever becomes too unbearable, here's some Twitter to help bear the pain. Please call anytime. The things we do for our kids lol. Kind regards. Take socks and shoes off after a long day. Feel the scent of freshly baked bread wanted to my nostrils. Life quack. When you have a splinter, just duck and kill yourself. End your life, and the pain will go away. 10. A Swift's carbon footprint. Katy Perry going to space for inspiration or some such shot. I immediately drove home from work when I saw that this Lex doll I had ordered on a Chinese website a couple of weeks ago had been delivered to my house. My excitement turned to horror as I reached my door and heard a muffled cry for help from inside the box. I reluctantly opened the package to see a young girl with tears in her eyes. Those Chinese bastards had sent the wrong gender again. Princess Martha Louise of Norway, who has long claimed to be clairvoyant, has quit her royal duties over public criticism of her fiancé, an American celebrity shaman who sells a $222 healing amulet, and has suggested answer as a choice. Norwegian princess engaged to a shaman gives up her royal duties. I went to a Russian sales website and saw this product. I don't understand Russian at all, but I think it was a vacuum cleaner, and I bought it. The only sentence I could translate was that it cleans within a radius of 30 meters. Until you work in food or retail, you will never understand the level of stupid that exists in the world, until we meet again. An empty browser history reveals more than a full one, until we meet again. I refuse to read translations. I read everything in its original language, even if I don't speak it. I have read the entirety of Les Miserables in French, Divine Comedy in Italian, Don Quixote in Spanish and Brothers Karamazov in Russia, without understanding a single word. Duck translations in Duck English, that is all I have to say. African man has been living in isolation for 55 years due to his fear of women. Jomchiki Donoho, a merchant marine from New York City, snuck into the war zone in Vietnam in the 60s to deliver beer to his 3 enlisted buddies from back home. It is known as the greatest beer run ever, and has a documentary made about it. So this kid just rang my bell dressed in an all-red costume, and said trick or treat. I'm like, dude, Halloween was yesterday. He said, I know, I'm a period, sorry I'm late. I gave them all my leftover candy. Missing, beloved dog, responds to the name Milo, bulk all over, with one white ball, front right, $1,000 reward for his return. Last seen with my 8-year-old son, also missing. What if your first name was Holden and your last name was Berries, and you'd be like, I'm Holden Berries, and everyone would think you're holding berries LMROOOO. Dear Steve, I hope you're happy with her. Now the whole town will know what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card. When you realize you grew up to be the Grinch, am I just eating because I'm bored? Help me, I'm feeling. I guess I could use a little social interaction. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked. Watching your supervisor freak out over something that you mentioned would be a problem months ago. When your boss asks you to do one last thing on Friday at 5 p.m. My pleasure. How your supervisor watches you at work. My brain on its way to forget completely the name of a film that I remembered, down to the most minute detail. Me, looking out the window in the morning to see what season we doing today. A girl getting mad at me and accusing me of staring at her. Me who was just minding my own business and was just looking straight ahead. I fear no man, but that thing, me forgetting letter A, when search for A/I bleach. It scares me. The bride, the groom, the bride's Baphomet who gain self-awareness through their psychic link. What if it's actually my dog's shut opinion? Bait used to be believable. My reaction to your dog's shut opinion is bait. Kid dressed up a skibbity toilet for Halloween. Me with diarrhea. How flat earthers feels when nobody argues with them, cause it's too basic to even argue. Musicians. What if nobody wants to listen to it? Podcasters. Yeah. So I'm at the supermarket the other day, and the cashier is really taking her time. Oh shot. I hate that, bro. Yeah, and I mean I've got ice cream right on the conveyor belt, and she knows it. Oh shot. I hate that, bro. Cerelac is only for kids. They said it's for 6 months and above. Aren't we all 6 months and above? Men. Puberty is exciting. Ace hair. POV. It's Monday. The cycle starts again. So it begins. When your hair is a mess, but you're having a good day. When the first raindrops of the year hit the ground, me enjoying that petricha. I got fired from my tech job from Silicon Valley, now what I'm supposed to do with all this free time, and $1 million severance package. Oh yeah, I got fired from my job at the plant, because the toxic fumes made me narcoleptic, but honestly I need a couple weeks break, before they hire me again just with less benefits. I want to resign. I can't afford to resign now. I must save money. Prices are getting higher and higher. I need a better paying job. When you don't invite your little brother anywhere, so he pulls one of these, I'm telling on you. Oblivion Remaster. Shivering Isles included.